Villager people, give it up for Anighya Crocker and Red Canyon.
So if you're up in Nashville and you see the Village Bar, stop and see if Charlie's there. Tell him who you are. Then listen to his wisdom and listen to his stories and listen to his hopes and dreams, his downfalls and his glories. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
And we're back. And
Nice.
welcome to Villager People, guys. I'm Andrew Pro, your host, and today I'm using the show to promote something brand new because I didn't feel like doing any homework today. And so I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about. We're just going to... You guys probably just got done watching three guys that are very talented, play bluegrass music, known as Red Canyon. And to my right now is Toby Perot. Give it up for Toby, everybody. Toby has the way of ending a show. We'll wonder what he does this time. But we've already done the one about someone having two cell phones, so we'll stay away from that topic.
What happens when they have three cell phones? Is that
what will happen? Okay, so we're going to introduce the guests right now. All right, so to my left, leading this group is God, how long have I known you, Anighya?
Oh, man. Going on 10 years?
All right, Anighya Crocker, everybody. Give it up for him. Come on. Extraordinary banjo player. And in the middle, Mike, is Mr. Bryce Jackson.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's from California, so we're going to just leave that as
we'll leave it at that.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
He's from rural California. I'll take it.
All right, and another fellow bass player, Mr. Andy Brown. And you're you're a left-handed bass player.
Yep.
And so how rare is that in the upright community?
Very rare. I mean, there's a Facebook group or two for sure, and I know like the other three guys, and that's it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like one's in Boston, one's in LA.
For it? Can you get a scholarship?
No, actually, it's the opposite. They don't want you there.
All right, so before we get into, I'm actually going to open that up real quick with Andy, but remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The only way to make anything matter on any of these social media platforms is if you comment something completely crazy that makes other people comment stuff. All right, so Yeah, so I also played in orchestras, and you were saying that you didn't get accepted into a few schools because you couldn't like synchronize swim with the rest of the bass players.
Yeah, it was. I think it's just classical pedagogy thoughts. You know what I mean? Like
Go into that. Yeah.
Like I had just started upright, and I was in my late teens, and I was playing a lot, and I really wanted to focus in because I just was doing it a lot, and I was like, oh, this seems like it's going to go well for me, and. I just remember going to a few different universities and wanting to transfer out of the school that I was at to go to a more serious.
What university were you at?
I was at Berea College, and I ended up finishing there with an English degree. So it was, I was trying to get into like a more serious music program for instrumentals, and
you're like, fuck this writing shit.
Yeah, a little bit, and then I made money with that. And but my thought about it is like. I guess that they just wanted me to be able to have a future in classical music, even though I had walked in expressing that is not any part of my goal set. But that's the...
Oh, that's what I mean. I played electric bass mostly before I went to college, and it was kind of like, all right, kid, you're going to take this piece of wood with horsehair, and this is what you're going to do for a long time now. Yeah. That's exactly how that went down.
But thankfully, I was able to find a music program at Morehead State University that had like a country music program, a traditional music studies thing.
Oh, cool.
So they just took me as is because, like, I mean, they're like, it's country music, man. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, there's no one cares if you're, because I mean, for those that don't know, it's like in the orchestra pit, in the basses, whatever, cello, whatever. If your bow and if the way you were standing is not the same as the guy next to you, and the way your bow is moving the same as the guy next to you, it's a big problem to the guy standing on the podium.
Oh, exactly. And it's also, you can bump someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too.
That was the big thought. You can bump the other bass players.
All right, so we're going to kick... What, Toby?
I was just going to say I was lucky at UT. They did not have a classical guitar program. They were just like, we just don't even have that.
They were like, we've never seen that make money once.
Some little Italian guy show up and says like, hey, what's this?
The unelectric thing? Like, yeah.
There was a guy that showed up at the open mic that threw down on some classical music a few weeks ago. Anyway, so we're going to kick it back to Anighya. Banjo, how'd you get into banjo, Anighya? Because like Toby was telling me you played piano also.
Yeah. So I started sort of in a similar sense. I mean, I grew up not far from here, and kind of you grow up in this area, like music is sort of always around.
And when you say this area exactly, like what part?
Springfield, up in Robertson County.
Yeah.
So just north of town. But I was a classical musician. I mean, that was what I went to school for.
I'm sensing a theme.
I mean, I was a classical musician, went to school for vocal performance and studied that, cared about it. Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Wait. So, like, can you give us what was your favorite thing to sing?
It would take 3 more dog bowls for me.
All right, we're gonna put 3 more dog bowls. We're gonna get it, and then we're gonna clip it, and we're gonna put it out. Yeah.
Reisen, wenn ich mitgehen soll. Nur die Nacht darf nicht aufhören. Nur die Tag darf nicht sein. Schloss in meinem
I was shocked when he started singing in the first place a second ago. So I was like, oh, he sings. So
yeah, that was what I did for a long time. And then my second instrument was piano and organ. And so played, was very serious, and did the whole classical thing and loved it and still love it. But found myself, I don't know, sort of COVID happened, and then the world of music just disappeared. And I was like, oh, shit, I should do something else. And so then I ended up going to law school and went to law school in North Carolina, and there were all these great bluegrass musicians.
Is studying law in your family? Has other people done it? No,
but it was just sort of I'd always liked history. I had another degree in history and was like, oh.
Is that a stepping stone for some people into becoming a lawyer?
Yeah, I think that's the gateway drug because it's like, it's
antiquity,
antiquity, old stuff, believing in, that you can sort of look and understand certain things that people have written a long time ago that are dead, and so that was fun. I enjoyed that, and they had a good history program at Vanderbilt, so I did both, did music, did history, and then decided to go to law school, and then was in North Carolina, and there are all these just badass bluegrass pickers.
Oh.
And
so is that really where it started?
Yeah, man, because law school is so awful. It's so brutal. And, like, I was still playing classical music, which, you know, as a pianist and an organist is largely a solo activity, you know. So I played at Duke Chapel. I played organ at Duke Chapel. But I was always alone. I was like, God, if I don't find something to do with people, I'm going to go shithouse crazy. And so started playing banjo really so I could just go hang out at jams in North Carolina and then put together a couple bands out there and started gigging. And now it's mainly what I do.
So wait, the banjo thing is new?
Yeah, it's it's like 3 or 4 years.
Dude, Crocker's the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, someone else was. I won't put their names in this podcast because they might be resentful to some degree, but. Other people had suggested doing a bluegrass jam, which is going to be happening and starting on Tuesday, June 16th at 11 p.m. Woo. You can catch Red Canyon there. There's the clip. Okay, so like but two people came up to me during the Mardi Gras party and they were like, "Oh, dude, because we do the jazz jam. Have you guys been to the jazz jam?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's a big deal. Like, we really love this. We'd love to do a bluegrass thing." And I was like, "Well, I mean." And they're like, "And we'll do it for free," or you know, that was like the second thing out of their face. And I was like, "Well, I mean, if you tie my fucking arms," but because I already know how to set it up. Like, you do the dart thing, you do a dart event before that, which I have a league on Tuesday, and then after that, when the room switches over, you do a whole different thing.
That and the jazz people don't drink alcohol, and I think the bluegrass people do.
Yeah,
I can assure you that bluegrass people
all right,
drink
can we get a
alcohol.
three-way dog bowl
Let's
cheer
get a
on that?
three-way
Yeah.
to
Bluegrass people drink.
to beer and bluegrass.
This might be financially feasible.
Cheers. So we're gonna put in Anighya's promo clip right here.
Hey there, village people. Yes, you see me correctly. There is a banjo in the Villager Tavern. I don't know if it's the first banjo that's been in the Villager Tavern, but I can guarantee you it's not going to be the last. I know there's been a lot of buzz in the bluegrass community, a lot of buzz in the beer drinking community, and I'm here to confirm that starting June 16th, Tuesday, June 16th at 11 o'clock, the Villager Tavern will be hosting first of many Tuesday night bluegrass jams. It's an open jam. If you are a bluegrass musician, or like bluegrass musicians, or know bluegrass musicians, or like to drink beer and don't mind having bluegrass being played while you're doing it, then Tuesday nights at the Villager Tavern starting June 16th are the place to do it. We're going to go 11 o'clock until they run us out of here, and we hope to see you there, folks. Woo! How about it? Let's one-shot that sucker. Let's call it good. Bang!
All right.
I have a TED Talk and I drank out of a dog bowl.
That's right.
I want to point that out.
So what I was getting at before I went into the plug was that I was talking to these two people and I was like, it eventually just the idea just solidified and I was like, yeah, we got to do this. And I was telling Anighya one night when he was like doing his like regular soirees where he comes in at like 2 a.m.
Yep. Sounds about right.
He's like, hey, this is Sandra,
whatever the.
and so he he's like, I had to. So he comes in and he's like, I tell him about it, and he's like, it's done. And I was like, oh. And you hit me up like 2 days later, and you're like, we doing this? And I was like, let's get Sunday, let's tomorrow, let's go let's go get some drinks. Went to Sidecar.
Yeah.
Plug for Sidecar.
Streetcar.
Yeah. Not Society.
Wherever it was.
Which streetcar did you go
I
to?
thought it was Sidecar.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one out
On
in
Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so we went out there, had some drinks out in the back area on the patio, and we just
banged it out.
We were like, let's do this. And so I commend you on I commend you on just taking the bull by the horns.
Well, man, I commend you on wanting to do it. Like, there's, Nashville, there's a lot of great music, there's a lot of great bluegrass, but it's all mainly on the other side of the river. And I think to get it over here in this neighborhood, like, it's not like there's not great. I mean, Belmont's right there, right?
Well,
like,
I'm just
great
surprised it took so long for someone to like kind of poke the idea.
Yeah, getting the Belmont people to kind of like come to it. I don't know. It's even
like
grassroots.
Richie,
I can't get
Richie,
to the jam.
yeah.
Richie, shout out Richie. Richie will be
Shout
here
out
for
Richie.
He'll be here for our inaugural Tuesday night.
I can't wait. I love. He's like, it's, dude. Richie is a riot. And if I had a clip of just Richie just hanging out and talking to people, I would drop it right here. But I don't think I do. So we're getting to Bryce. So Bryce Jackson. So
Yes, sir.
how are you? How have you become affiliated with Anighya, Bryce?
So I moved here in September from Santa Barbara.
It's September. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Already
guy.
taken over the OG bar. Oh my gosh.
Well, it was one of the first places I came because I met this guy at the American Legion at the Jam, and we were playing. I'm like, oh, this is a funny guy right here. And he's like, let's start a band,
Dude,
I'm like,
Anighya.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like, all right, perfect.
Dude, I was like, it was no brainer. I was like, dude, Anighya, you're coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just making me giggle so hard.
Yeah, so we started hanging out. We started because he needed a companion to go to Skinny Dennis,
That's exactly right.
which
Every
Can't
man
walk in alone.
does.
yes,
I needed
yes.
a poncho to my left.
Yeah, exactly. And so
It's like heading to my Agar.
yeah, and we like to say that the closer he gets to Skinny Dennis, the more powerful he becomes. It's like Superman and the sun.
Oh, do we have a story?
I have
Well-
so many stories.
Yeah, there's too many stories. Yeah.
Mr. Brown takes the mic.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Your disposition is now.
I believe this was April, and I.
Let's not put any timeline. It could have been at any point.
Yeah.
And I was on my way out, and I just hear Andrew Brown from like 50 feet away, and he's like, "Where are you going?" "I'm sorry that I bailed on your party. I was supposed to go to this party, and then I somehow ended up with Anighya at Skinny Dennis for another 2 hours
right.
with these two lawyer friends of his.
right. That's exactly right.
And Anighya ran off with a woman I would argue is at least 10 years older than me. And these two lawyers were just
It's like a nursery rhyme that just happens over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a spoon, she's a plate. It's like,
help it.
These are salacious lies.
And these two frankly,
Salacious.
great hang of lawyers were just like, "Where's Anighya?" And I was like, "I think over there." And they were just like, "Oh, we're visiting him and we haven't talked to him in hours." And I'm like, "Yeah, he's busy."
yeah.
I think that's why he ran me in.
Dude,
So I could be.
Dude, he called me up. It was 2 nights ago. Dude, this is the best part. Anyway, he calls me up and he's like, "Yo, you still going?" I was like, "Dude," he's like, "I got a pack of Marlboro Reds," and I was like, "Sweet, come on down. I'll kick everybody out." And he was like, he didn't show up. It was like 10 minutes. Like, what were you like? How many 10 minutes away? And he was just like, I was like, "Hey," I called him. He's like, "We're not gonna make it." And I was
Shut it down in my
I was
honor.
like, you know what? Fuck it. Now let me start doing.
I was absolutely smashing a burger at Dino's and throwing back some Fernet and was like, I don't think I'm going to make it across the river.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, it's 2:30. I don't think I'm going to.
Now you know how this area has reacted to gentrification. Right there. There we go. Anighya is case study number fucking 456. So anyway, we got to get into you and the lawyers. Because you would come. That's how I met you. You would come in with your lawyer buddies, right?
Yeah.
Was that with students?
Yeah.
When you guys were studying.
Yeah. And,
Let's mess with that real quick.
I think we're okay. Don't worry. Go on.
Andy's down
Oh,
there chewing on the
I've got
microphone.
an editor. Don't worry about it.
Oh, great. All right.
Yeah, no, hurry up.
Yeah, sorry about that, Andy. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with you. Yeah, no, I mean, it's funny. I mean, I love what I do. I love the practice of law.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. I really love what I do, and I love the practice of law.
We're talking about lawyering, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's a noble pursuit. You should do it if you want to do it. But there's a lot of lawyers who I think, because it is so all-consuming, forget that they had other hobbies before they became a lawyer. And so I'm all
When
about...
you say all-consuming, can you get into why or how? What do you mean?
Yeah, because there's always something to do. That's the thing about the law, right? It's a human institution, right? And so it's a constant... There's always something to do, right? If you feel like you can do more...
Someone's always calling you going, "I need a person right
well,
now."
well, I mean, even...
How much do you cost?
I mean, even the...
That reminds me of music, actually.
Right. Well, I mean, even the academic pursuit of the law is all-consuming, and you can fall down that rabbit hole, and you should. You should commit your life and dedicate your life to it because it's a noble thing. But you should also still be able to be a person and drink a beer and go hear good music and hang out and meet guys like this.
I've never seen you have a problem with that.
No, that's
but most of your lawyer friends do.
Well, I wouldn't say that they have a problem with it. I think they just forget to make occasion to do it, right?
How did you learn to have such a good time?
Because I wasn't raised by lawyers.
No, I'm serious. Though. Who did you get? Is it because it's remarkable. You're always having a good time. So is that like a uncle or your dad or mom? I mean,
dude, I think I grew up in a place and at a time where people were like
Just outside, running
running around. I'm serious, just running around having a good time. I mean,
Free iPad.
no iPad.
No smartphone.
Yeah, I remember my aunt got a BlackBerry and like the town talked about it. Like it was nearly in the Tennessee and like it was just. I mean, Springfield is a remarkable place for a lot of reasons, and I say this in a good way, but it's like 30 years behind whatever's happening.
What did your folks do?
So my mom was a manager of Sonic, and my my stepdad worked for. He made parts for. At first, he made parts for like stock cars, and then he worked for ITW Dynatech, which made like parts for industrial glue machines.
Yeah.
And then now he works for Hobart. And then my dad.
What's Hobart?
Hobart is like a repair company. They go around and sort of work on industrial ovens and things like that.
Yeah.
And then my dad is a barber and my stepmom's a cosmetologist. And so,
Yeah, you got 4 parents.
Four
man.
parents.
Yeah.
Four parents.
See, that's the American dream.
That's the American
You know
dream.
that, right?
That's the
Who
real
doesn't
nuclear
have 4
family. Who
parents?
doesn't have 4 parents, folks?
My buddy Hunter's over there. You don't have 4.
You don't have 4 parents?
Is that, no, he's got 2.
Parents
He's got 2.
Catholic.
Catholics.
We're gonna have Hunter on in a second.
Did you say
Catholics
Catholic?
take a little bit harder of a nudge to divorce. I
They
think,
do.
isn't it?
They do.
We're gonna have
They
Hunter
can't
on in a
get
second.
remarried, that's the
Hunter's actually got a really popular podcast, and he's just my buddy who's in town. We used to host events together. Okay, so let's get into Mr. Jackson influences. Guitar
in music.
influences. Yeah.
Well, the big one for me is Doc Watson. I always loved Doc Watson.
All right, picture of Doc Watson here. All right.
Yes. Well, if you saw the poster, he's actually coming to
that's
Villager Tavern. Him and Tony Rice.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like I love everything about Anighya is great marketing, except for that. Except the flyer was like, all right, nice. So I can't read the date.
Yeah.
Oh, did you put like a bunch of celebrity faces on the flyer?
Dude,
or
yeah,
something?
you did.
They're all
Yeah.
dead, though, which is the best.
No, it made it's
They
a
can't sue us.
come hear the sultry sounds of Tony Rice and Doc Watson and Ricky Skaggs. Like they're all going to be here, which they are. So it's okay.
I want to
In
evoke
spirit.
a
In
surreal,
spirit.
nostalgic feeling.
Yes, exactly.
I want to go to heaven and listen to bluegrass.
Enough of their licks have been ingested. It will kind of be true.
Yeah.
You can hear their bastardizations right here at the Villager Tavern.
Yes.
Okay, Doc Watson. Who
So
else?
Doc Watson, Tony Rice, Billy Strings, obviously.
Is
big.
Tony Rice like the most commercially immediate one of those guys? Because I remember he seems to come up a lot.
He does. I'd say for
He's
the
the only one that doesn't come off as just like some old guy playing a stringed acoustic
He
instrument.
just did a shit
Yes.
ton of stuff.
Yeah,
he did
he-
a lot of stuff.
he did
He did everything.
Yeah,
Is he younger than a lot of the other guys that are well known?
He just started in his teens, He was
Okay.
just a young guy. He I feel like the most famous thing that he did, the first famous thing he did was play for J.D. Crowe in the New South.
For sure.
And then he did everything under the sun until the day that not till the day that he passed, but like till his later years, when
Played
he
jazz.
played with the
Yeah, he kind of had a fusion thing going
Yeah,
on.
definitely.
Right?
Yeah,
Doesn't he have? He has like a camp or something in Maryville, doesn't he?
No,
Tony
you're thinking of
Rice.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Is that Brian Sutton, maybe?
He's 6 feet under.
Well, no,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Kevin Spacey.
Maybe not anymore.
Kevin Spacey's got a camp.
So long. This is like years ago. It's like, when did he die?
Oh, he died 5 years ago.
No, well, I'm talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah, he may have.
He
done
may have
something
had
like
something,
that.
yeah.
But there's, but yeah, Tony did everything. He was playing for what was it, Dog? He did all the Dog stuff.
Yeah. Him and so that's some of my favorite stuff. Him and David Grisman just playing together. It's like
So who's David Grisman?
so. David Grisman is just another prolific mandolin player. Like one of the. But played all that kind of jazz stuff as well, but also just killed all the.
I know
bluegrass.
Chris Steely's like the guy. Is there anyone who's like current that is kind of coming into that spot?
As a mandolin player,
younger than Chris Steely.
Well, there's a few. I mean, there's these guys, these young guys, the Mountain Grass unit, who are really great, and they have a great mandolin player, Drury. But I don't know.
What's the group again?
Mountain Grass unit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I've got a buddy. He plays for Mandolin Orange.
That's
He's
one
been
of my
touring with them for like at least like 15 years.
It's Watch House.
Clint
Yeah.
Mulligan.
Watch
Clint
House.
Mulligan.
Watch House,
That's one of my favorite bands. Of all
Yeah,
time.
we were in an orchestra pit together. Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yeah, he's a really good bass player.
Yeah.
So they're kind of more like a poppy, like it's bluegrass, but
Watch
there's-
House?
No,
Or-
Mandolin Orange.
That's the same thing now.
Well, they
why
changed
is
to
their
Watch
name?
House.
They
Yeah.
changed
They
the
changed
name.
their name.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be like mandolin.
I'm looking at the
balls.
camera very
They didn't wanna-
strangely.
Go mandolins. Yeah.
Mandolin
Sierra
Orange.
Hall.
Is that, can you
Orange-
leave a comment
yeah,
on
Sierra
this
Hall.
segment?
You'd put Sierra Hull also in there, I'd
Definitely.
say, and sort
Sierra
of
Hull's the next one.
I mean, Sierra Hull is like a monster, man.
Yeah, she is.
And also just a great person and a great musician.
Oh, you met her?
There we go.
Dude and I met her.
No, I've actually never.
Dennis.
That's
I've
Skinny
never
Dennis.
met her. I've never met her.
Playing pool with Sierra Hall.
All right, see, I'm a spoon. You're playing.
No, I've never met her, and I would love to meet her because she's an amazing musician, and I think I put her sort of in the camp of like the.
You hear that? Anighya
She's
Crocker
remarkable.
thinks you're an amazing musician.
She is.
Yes,
Dude. Sarah
yeah.
Hall is like she is like every time I see a video of her playing, I like try to learn something from her because she's just like kind of like, I mean, really is doing some really.
So what is
specialized
like?
stuff.
How so?
I mean, she's one of these people that I think like sees themselves sort of as Tony Rice did in the same sense. I mean, I'm speaking for someone I've never met, but like I think she sees herself as like a musician who plays mandolin and not like a mandolin player. So like the stuff she does is just like,
It's not ergonomic to the mandolin exclusive.
yeah. I mean, she's just sort of like the stuff she does is really specialized.
And as a piano player, you probably realize that more so than other people.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I think I certainly have an appreciation for it. I mean, even when I play bluegrass, like I sort of think about things through a keyboard. Like I think theory makes sense that way.
So that it probably affects the way you play compared to other people.
Probably so. But yeah, I mean, even the way she like.
Signs her name.
No, even the way she like shapes phrases and plays.
The
It's just
way she writes the hearts
so
on my receipts.
See this unbelievable.
I got a letter from her the other day.
Unbelievable.
To help Anighya push this along.
Thank you. Yeah, get me out of the mud. Get me out of the mud, Andy.
I would say that due to the lot of Sierra Hull being a bluegrass kid and the access to the instruments that she had growing up in the genres, she has moved way past her raising in the best way. She can't help that she grew up in bluegrass. She can't help that she grew up playing mandolin, but she can pursue everything now from that lens because that's her easiest strength. It's the quickest thing to go to. It would be weird if I was like, you know what? I want to get really deep into heady jazz. I'm going to learn clarinet right now. For no reason. When I could be like, man, I grew up playing upright. I'm going to play upright. You know what I mean? It makes perfect sense. Use what you got.
Well, you're a quick study on instruments too yourself, right? Like in a sense, you feel like that you can take that musicianship different places.
I mean, I think I am. Being the best thing about being in Nashville is the humility it teaches you. Right? I am a good trad banjo player. There are great trad banjo players.
Oh no, but you also have kind of an entertainer personality.
Well,
too.
I think my ability is probably in the people skill side of things. Like I love people. I love cutting up with people. I love being with people. And so, insofar as bluegrass is a social experiment, like I enjoy it for that purpose. But
I'm sorry, I cut you off, Andy. Were you going to finish that thought?
Oh, no, you're good, dude.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah.
Am I going through right?
Yeah, no, you're good now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by blank.
We're sponsored by Shiner Bock. We have been drinking Shiner Bock for about an hour now.
That's right.
Except for Toby. Toby does not drink.
No, I don't. If you couldn't tell.
That's right. Shiner Bock clears you out the next day. Anyway, so
it's my favorite foreign beer.
Yeah, so that is what they are drinking in their dog bowls. It is it's foreign to the body.
The gross part is the kibble that I'm have soaking in here as well. No one's noticing that part. It's like Cocoa Puffs over here for me.
Oh, you're breaking in a new one. That's the first time anyone has drank out of that dog
Thank
bowl.
God, because these are
That's a brand new one.
these are special looking from over here.
This is not the first time anybody's drank out of this
The
stuff.
cuss words etched into the far one.
Yeah, someone decided to borrow my dog ball.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
we're not going to get into that because I might say something I regret.
We have cameras if you really
Oh,
want to.
I know who it is. Don't worry. If anyone tries to do that again, I know who you. I will know who you
I
are.
know
Well,
who
let's
you are.
say it. Say it right
I will
now.
find you.
Say 'em.
Who is it?
Say it.
No,
say it.
it's a friend of Hunter's. I'm not going to do that to
Oh, it's
him.
a friend of Hunter's. We're narrowing it down.
Not
Was
gonna do that to him.
Was it Hunter himself? Is
No,
that
no.
Just covering.
No,
for
it was
Hunter?
just ironic.
Is
when we-
friend of Hunter slang for something?
Did Hunter come into town to make sure that you didn't do anything to his buddy?
That's
over the dog
exactly
bowl?
right.
Little do you guys know, Hunter is 6'5",
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah.
Just hit his head 3 times walking over here.
He
It
could
was-
probably steal all the dog bowls, no problem.
Indeed.
All right, so yeah, just like, oh my gosh, but no, yeah, we
Sierra Hall is
has
hot,
been
man. I'm
resolved.
looking at it right now.
To be clear, I think she's married, and I think she's happily
Justin
married.
Moses,
Yes.
her husband
Her
is
husband
also
is also an amazing musician.
top tier utility guy in town.
I'm sure.
Like he'll do they did that bluegrass heart that Bailey Fleck put on. They both were in the band. You know what I mean? And he was playing dobro and fiddle, I think,
Yeah,
and then
he's a dog.
Sierra was playing mandolin.
Okay, so they're on the level. They're playing with Bella Fleck and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're
right?
they're geniuses in their own right.
They are
And
absolute
I'm
geniuses.
sure it's so. I want to know what their like day-to-day marital conversations are. You know what I mean? Like they're like, did you watch Love Island? like on the road. Like, it's like, what are you guys doing over there, Justin?
If you talk music to me right now, honey, I'm going to hurt you.
Dude, I will say I hate talking music with anyone I'm dating. I just am like, I want to talk about literally anything else.
Yeah, Loose Bolt says agrees.
Yeah, I want to talk about literally anything.
You
Like,
know, God, in college, I did that once. I went out with a girl who was like a singing major or something like that.
First of all, that is
I did.
already screwed
I
up.
dated a pro opera
That's
singer.
not the same.
Rough time.
God,
Rough time.
dude.
Already.
Shout out to Donna Ray. You're one of my favorite people. I'm happy when you call. It's been 5 years. I hope you're still doing good.
Well, people, that's tough. That's tough.
Love
She called me like 2 months ago, and I was like, "What is up? How you doing?" It was great. We had a great catch up.
But singers that don't play instruments, there's like a disconnect between
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's not.
Well, it doesn't
not the
make.
same.
I mean, it's like when I had voice students. Like the first thing I would start.
here we go.
I'd be
Here's
like,
the- here's
you
the-
need to learn to play piano. Like
Because the other ones aren't, you're going to be a cut above, right?
And then there's a picture of a cat being thrown into a bathtub.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, it's true. It's like if because look, singing is really hard to do, like for classical
Sure.
music, but it's also nebulous. It's like unless you have something to sort of ground your understanding of the music, like the theory sort of laid out on a keyboard, you really are going to be a piss poor musician.
Yeah.
And you need to learn to play piano.
Yeah.
Fiddlers have a similar issue as well,
Yeah.
where it's like because it's such a lyrical instrument, and it's not really grounded in
Yeah,
chord
theory, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, horn players tend to try to learn one of them.
Well, that's a big thing in jazz music. All the horn players are like, and it doesn't like. I mean, I feel like I don't know. Do you
But they still
Andy,
have
as
to
a
like
bass
press
player,
buttons to like. There's still like
as a
you
bass
know.
player, do you play piano and stuff like that?
I play some chordal instruments for sure. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the best piano. My father was a touring keyboard player, so he was very helpful in being like,
Shout out Papa Brown.
Yeah,
shout
we're
out,
gonna have a
shout out Yogi.
We're gonna
I'll
have a-
send one.
We're gonna have a picture of Papa Brown.
I'm going to
right
send
here.
my dad's 1988 headshot, not like a current photo by any means. It'll be really
Please,
great.
please. You're like, it's just him. He's like 76. It's
Oh,
like,
That's he was actually playing piano for the village for the
Village people?
Village people at that time. Is that
No,
right?
he did coach Alice Cooper through some records, though. I will give him that.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's cool as hell.
Yeah.
And, he's a New York guy, so he's
Yeah.
You know, he moved me to a mountain when I was like 1 in eastern
I'm
Kentucky.
putting this boy on top of a mountain.
My dad just
And
didn't.
by the way, thank God he did that.
I
Could you
know.
imagine you in Manhattan?
Dude, my accent would be wicked. That would be awesome.
You look like
You'd be like you'd be in an Uber right now.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Dude, I would be a lawyer.
I'd be. You would not.
I'll do that.
My, I remember when I was a kid, not to get so sidetracked, but it is a podcast.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah.
When I was a child, it took us a few years to shake out the jersey, you know what I mean? And I wore, I shit you not, like tracksuits every day to school, in like elementary school, tracksuit out, silver chain every day.
Eminem style or
And-
Run DMC.
No, it was just like Sopranos, but for like a kid's show. You know what I mean? Like it was a rough time, and I had like had a frosted
this is-
tips and everything.
okay.
You had frosted tips.
It was awesome.
Andy, run it back, baby.
Yeah,
run it back. Are you crazy?
It was. My mom was bored. I could tell. She was just dyeing my hair, or whatever. And oh yeah, it's a. But yeah, and it took me a long time to just be like, what the hell happened to me? You know, as a grown man. Because I remember, did you ever play Heads Up 7 Up as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, imagine doing a Heads Up 7 Up in like second grade, and everyone's like trying to sneak
I don't even
around.
need to imagine it.
But I'm going with my little tracksuit because everybody could hear me coming by, and then, like I would lose every round, and they would be like, they would just be like, "Who got you?" It's like Andy, obviously.
Oh, they Mr. Fleetfoot. But so how did Red Canyon come about?
Yeah, man. So we.
Like, wait, how long has that been a moniker?
I guess we've been picking and doing shows together for what? A few months now,
6 months?
right? Yeah, 7 months. Yeah.
And you do a lot of Browns, right?
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
play. We have a regular gig at Brown's. We got some dates kind of on the road, play here in town, and then each of us, like every other band in town, pitch it for whoever needs whatever. We're really lucky. The thing that's hard in this town is finding a regular bass player because you always need a bass player, right? Yeah.
So see, when I was at Skull's Rainbow Room for like what 9 years or something like that, and I did it for a long time because I had the bar. I was running the bar and then playing gigs. And so I didn't have to go out of town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was better that I didn't. So actually getting that gig that was very stationary was definitely very appealing. But yeah, they never had to find. If I was on a gig, I was there every week. But and I tell people the thing about bass players is you're going to lose them.
Yeah.
They move on. The upward mobility in the bass is if you're a full-time working bass player and you're like reliable and you can play the tunes, the upward mobility is insane.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you agree?
Oh yeah, I'm public enemy number one. In that regard.
NWA.
I am like, for example, like last year I toured with this band from Munich called Johnny and the Yoo-Hoos.
And the Yoo-Hoos.
Yoo-Ahoos.
Yoo-Hoos?
Yoo-Ahoos.
Yeah,
Yoo-Ahoos. Yeah, and they...
Yoo-Ahoos, Wee-Ahoos.
I remember the guy that helped organize us, he was very upset that the regular bass player couldn't come. But I remember...
But you were like, I'm here.
Literally, I was like, I'm here, and I had to explain
right
to
behind
him...
you.
I was explaining to him my full business is, I'm like, no, I'm a freelancer. I work for a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
And that's all I do,
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, I get called to fill in for the guy that's always there. And that's that's my whole business.
You're the versatile guy.
I'm the B call for
so,
13 bands.
Let's dive in.
To big ups Andy for just a second. I do want to say, we've been playing together for a few months. We have a great fiddle player. Shout out Lily Martin, who is like the next great bluegrass fiddle player.
Arguably, she just really hates talking, so
she does hate talking, but she's. I mean,
you've had
her on.
We've had Lily on,
and she's
Lily on with Brother Dusty.
She's a dog. Hire Lily Martin tomorrow if you need a fiddle player.
She fits in your glove compartment.
Yeah, she does. That's right.
Really
That's right. And then
zero drama.
I play. It's zero drama.
Her dad loves band shirts.
Yes. She shows up and plays, and she leaves, and she's great. And we love her to death. And then I pick banjo, Bryce plays guitar. But we always need a bass player, and there are great bass players in this town, and we've been lucky to have a bunch of them. Like,
thank God I'm retired.
I mean, shout out Amanda Carty, shout out Scott Norris for really great playing. But if I can get Andy Brown to play bass, I am always very confident that it's going to be a great gig.
There's a reason you're here.
Yeah, I mean, Andy's the man. So let me big ups Andy.
Yes,
Hire
sir.
Andy tomorrow if you need a bass player. He's the guy, and if you don't need a bass player, you do, and it should be Andy.
So,
guys, thank you.
But so what do you find? Because I found once I got into a circle playing upright, like the electric gig, like I didn't play any electric gigs.
Oh yeah, I've been actively working on changing that in my life at the moment.
Well, I don't know. The people that hire you got something to say about that, I'm sure.
Oh, they like it.
So why? Okay, so why are you trying to change it?
Just for the versatility of the
You're
gig.
getting too away from the instrument.
No, I mean I don't want to play upright. I do. I love playing upright, but I'd like to do some of the
the sexy sleeves.
Sexy stuff.
It's kind
He
of
wants to get sexy, everybody.
Well,
Andy
it's
Brown's not
kind
getting
of
sexy
nice
enough.
to hear a bass player keep the ability to sound authentic on both.
Totally.
And Andrew did not do that. I'm not trying to. No, he just went upright and kind of just like, and then electric just turned into like I'm an upright player playing electric.
Well, I'm a true blue
Anyway,
upright. In my heart of hearts, I'm a true blue upright player, head to toe.
True.
And like I am an upright bass player before I'm an electric bass player,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I play electric sort of like an upright, and like the way I think my ear just is gravitating towards those tones really often. But there's just like so many gigs that are of course, like upright only for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's also a bunch of stuff that's electric only, you know. And a lot of my artists don't mind if I like actively go, hey, I think we should do electric from now on, or at least try it out for a while.
I used to bring it to different gigs, and just to put my brother in his place.
Would y'all ever
like,
buy? Wait, the stick. Would you ever buy a stick?
I was sponsored by the stick company. I got a stick bass for a long time.
Yeah, I mean they're cool, but you don't have the body of the instrument to kind of because the thing is you play by feel with an upright. You don't like.
No, they're weird. I think they're.
You
weird.
don't look at what you're doing on an upright.
I've done some really great records with stick basses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There it is.
They're great in studio. I don't like them as much live.
Their clarity. Yeah.
Their clarity in studios. A lot of my remote sessions, not anymore because I sold my stick bass, but for a long time, a lot of my remote gigs, I would just kind of really run a NS design stick bass that I would never take out of my house, and just run it through either A, Fender Rumble, or B, an Ampeg pedal modeler, and just like mix it till it sounded like an upright, and I put some foam in it, and just so it had more of a thump to it.
You know, and it's important to mention here that, you know, Red Canyon, we have two sponsors, and that's The Stick and Blue Chew. Those are the two companies that
NS
are
Design and Blue Chew are holding this together.
I mean, yeah, Bluegrass Band should definitely be sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah, well,
The
you know, all
stick
that
and
wood.
Blue
if you're
Chew.
watching,
They got me the sick pinky ring as soon as I had my first Blue Chew.
How do you keep all that fake wood hard? Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
that's right. No, that's right. That's right.
In NS Design's defense, it's actually real wood. They go. It's all one single piece.
This guy right here.
Single ply. Yeah, right.
This guy. I mean, look at him. It's remarkable.
Hey,
Double ply.
it's hard being beautiful, you know. Every day.
I like that pinky ring you have.
Thank you.
there.
It's a watch.
It's substantial.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah, here you go. I tried it on. Yeah. I just got it
Sponsored by-
rebanded.
I
Actually,
don't have your monster fingers to. Well, actually, it's got
I
a
have
band
dainty
on it.
hands. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, if I had a pinky ring with a watch on it, you wouldn't be able to read it.
No,
Big
it works.
hands with upright.
serious. You look like the fucking Green Lantern.
Yeah, can you make this like just a giraffe, like right there?
Yeah.
Can you,
Yeah, no.
Fucking Wonder Twin ass.
Form of water. Form of Shiner Bock beer, everybody.
amazing.
Unbelievable.
Never seen that.
Anyway,
Never
but
seen
I've never seen that before.
I remember one time when I was playing in school for music, and Toby came into town, and we were playing. We were like, a drummer got up on stage with us, and I was just like, I don't know, play some funky fusion thing. And I was playing
you
electric.
talking shit to me?
Yes, I is. And I was playing electric instead of upright, and my friend was just looked at me, and he was like, "Holy shit, you can do that!"
Yeah.
Because I'm funky motherfucker. Anyway, so the
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
But-
It's not the rhythm that I'm talking about.
oh,
That's
it's
not
like,
the,
I never. It's not.
It's like the nuances of the electric. The upright guys, they kind of lose it. But it's
Yeah.
fine. 'Cause,
I think
they're better bass players.
I think you
They're
guys
technically
should
better bass
settle
players.
this.
I don't have any different technical
fist fight right now on
stuff
the
I was
pod.
doing.
Can we?
Wrestling match.
Wrestling match. Pop your shirts off and let's get at it.
Toby, there was one time that there was a story there. We were at a party and we were handed boxing gloves.
Nice.
I think I just jumped on top of him.
Nice.
You know,
Well,
'cause
that's
the way I
that's
sell-
that's not the
that's
Marquis of
easiest way to sell-
Queensberry rules, my
That's the
friend.
easiest way to sell a fight with Toby. Is I could just because I weigh more than
He
Toby.
weighs a lot more than that. Yeah.
Little do you guys know that if you come out to our Tuesday night jam on June 16th, yes,
June 16th, yeah.
me and Anighya are gonna mud box.
Yeah.
That's
we're
right.
gonna get in some mud and we're
That's
gonna
right.
fight.
That's right.
We're
And we're
have
actually
kiddie
gonna
pool.
bring our own mud.
We're gonna bring our own
We're gonna
mud.
bring the mud from the house.
Hashtag bring the mud.
Hashtag bring your.
All right, we're gonna change. All right, yeah, Tuesday night, Bluegrass Jam, 11 p.m. starts June 16th, and I'm gonna bring another guest on real quick, guys. Mr. Hunter Duff.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
Hunter.
baby.
Who is also a fellow podcaster and has a what's the name of your podcast, Hunter?
Wrestler's grind.
Wrestlers
Oh,
Grind.
so well timed.
Let's go. Yeah. Get in. Yeah.
Everybody give it up for Toby.
Yeah. Thanks, Toby. We love him.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, big dog?
Okay.
It's good.
See what I mean? 6'5", jacked, obviously.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, look at that.
Unbelievable.
Dude,
How tall are you, Hunter?
dude, I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
I trust Hunter to carry me out of a burning
Soaking
building.
wet.
Let's
Hey, I've got
So
you.
tell them the story about the keg. What we were telling your buddy last night.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
You mean
yeah.
the guy from Boston? So
Well, we were talking because we were talking about last night about the where we were that time we were tapping a keg for Outlaw, right?
yeah, guys. So I was the Nashville rep for Outlaw White Beer. Y'all are gonna have to try it sometime. We were gonna get it today, but Andrew and I we kind of put this together last second.
Yeah, he
with
just
me
happened to
coming
be in town. I was like, holy shit, I'm shooting a podcast. Holy shit.
Toby, you get.
They're breaking in.
Toby did not like getting kicked off.
But anyways, I was
I'm
the-
normally good at refraining from trying to like poke at Toby and him poking at me, but I guess not today. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was the outlaw rep here in Nashville from 2022 to 2023. And Andrew and I used to do crazy parties and events here. And we had an event where we had a keg up front, and it was going great. Everyone had wristbands and all that stuff, and you paid for a cup, and it was really fun, right? And this guy comes in from like Boston. And he's like 6'4", older guy with a friend, and he's
Burnout.
like, yeah, burnout.
Yeah, totally.
And he was like, give me a cup. I'm going to do a keg stand. And we were like, dude, you can't do that. Like, come on now. And basically, he like gets in my face and he's like, looks at Andrew and he goes, oh yeah, your little friend gonna do something about it? And Andrew goes, he looks at me and he's like, oh no. So I was a wrestler in high school, and I've been doing jiu-jitsu and MMA for the past 7 years. And I'm very tame, but you put hands on me, it's not good.
Dude, I've seen it happen before where I get touched and someone gets hurt by other people, but because it's the dynamic of the place. But man, so Hunter and I know we've been friends for at that point by at least a year.
Yeah.
And this guy just starts just mouthing, and Hunter's just looking at him. And I'm like, dude, I hope this guy doesn't touch me because this guy might be a problem. Like it's just like this Hunter's gonna beat the crap out of him.
And I just see Andrew, and he like whispers in the guy's ear to his friend, and his friend goes, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
we gotta get out of here. So he leaves, and then Eric Stamps, who used to work for Tulane,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Tulane. Hot Luke Summer, rest in peace. But
you guys missed that. That was one of the funniest bits of my life,
bro. It was awesome. But anyways, the only reason I didn't do anything was because I worked for Outlaw. I didn't want to lose my job. So I hit up Ari, our CEO, and he was like, hey, anyone ever puts hands on you? You work for Outlaw Light Beer. Like,
Dude.
let them have it, dude. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Dude, imagine catching an ass whipping sponsored by Outlaw.
Sponsored by Outlaw.
That's remarkable.
This hole in your ass is sponsored by Outlaw.
This mud hole I just stomped in your shed by
at the
Outlaw.
Villager,
That's
bro.
right.
You're gonna
At the
stop
Villager.
We'll just pour a picture of Shiner Bock on the floor.
Hey, I'm getting an Outlaw. I'm getting an Outlaw Light Beer and then a Blue Chew after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's That's what's called the Villager cocktail, actually. It's just an Outlaw Light Beer with a Blue Chew. Yeah, that's right.
You guys need a bluegrass band for your whole company. We will do so much for you.
All right, we got a bluegrass band for Blue Chew, guys.
We're the Blue Chew Doughboys, and we'll just ride around and sort of play banjo. Chewgrass. Thank you very much.
Y'all are mid-set, and I'm over there just ground and pounding a guy.
We have a very important question that we were going to ask you guys first, because I think you guys would make a great team for this event.
Let's drink for it real quick.
Yeah, let's drink. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That was a nice slurp over there.
Thanks, got a big mouth.
Oh, man, that's what she said. Anyway,
It's classic.
I saw the table rise 6 inches.
You should see my tongue. It goes in
Oh, shit. Mr. Simmons over there.
Jesus God. Andy, put that away.
Dude, I gotta go to mass after this. What are you doing?
What was that?
Oh,
He
man,
definitely plays bass.
Andy, is that your real tongue?
where the hell? What is
He's wearing a fake one.
Are you wearing a
fake
fake?
tongue? Yeah, no.
Do it again.
Did you get that from your dad or your mom?
Neither. You know? It's the milkman. You know. It's the
That is the. Where did you grow up again?
I grew up in Berea, Kentucky. Everybody.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That is about 35 minutes southeast of Lexington.
You know, one of my favorite stories to tell is about how like Nashville's gotten so transient that I was playing a gig over at a club down the street, and we got done playing, and this older couple was like, "Hey, can we buy you dinner?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we should." Yeah. So I sit down, I'm having dinner, and they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from here." And they're like, "Oh, we are too." And I'm like, "Oh, whereabouts?" And they're like, "Kentucky."
Nice.
That's where we are. We're at the point. If you're from Kentucky, you're just it's the
You're
greater
from Nashville.
greater Nashville area of Kentucky, folks.
We interrupted you. What was your question that you were about to propose?
Sorry for the
we're going
time.
to get into it because we got about 5 minutes to dive
got
in
me.
for this clip. All right, so so me and Hunter haven't done an event together since
2023. Because I moved up to Knoxville, building Outlaw there, and then started building our
and
sister
apparently
brand,
has
Ricky.
a really great podcast. You want to plug it real quick?
Yeah, Wrestlers Grind podcast. We cover like amateur wrestling. We just partnered with Fox Nation. There is a
Amazing
promotion
podcast.
called Real American Freestyle, and it's like a MMA promotion, but just for wrestling. And dude, they're signing the best American wrestlers, Russian wrestlers, and we're partnering with them. So we're doing trips to cover that, and we're the second biggest wrestling platform.
Right on.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a big one called Flow Wrestling, and my friend and I, they're great, they're very professional, but my friend and I were like, man, there needs to be something like a Barstool Sports for wrestling. And we both were just big fans of it. My friend Adolfo started it, and we met in college. And he was like, dude, I need you to jump on board with me. So we built it from there. And, dude, like, we're friends with y'all like UFC, y'all like MMA?
Yeah.
You like Henry Cejudo.
Nice.
Like, we've met guys. Dude, I've met McGregor. I snuck into McGregor's
Holy
after
shit.
party.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever I'm a guest, next time I'll tell the McGregor story.
Yeah,
It's
so we're
awesome.
gonna do a thing with Hunter at some point.
And you do the podcast out of Knoxville?
Yeah, we do that. in
Surely
Knoxville.
you've had Glenn Jacobs on the show, right?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
Yeah, absolutely. What?
So
What can Anighya Crocker do for you?
So what we are proposing to the villager people at this point is, if there is leave your response in the comments, people. Me and Hunter are thinking about doing another round of beer Olympics this year. Come probably maybe in the fall or towards the winter, and we want to know if you're going to throw down with us. So please leave a comment on this. It's probably a clip that you're watching right now, so please leave a comment how hard you will throw down with us if we do a beer Olympics. So yeah, what about you guys? You guys going to have a team? You going to compete?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Take it down.
Yeah.
You gotta like the bluegrass boys are gonna and Red Canyon have to like come through and like.
Yeah, I don't think people appreciate the amount.
I just love your clip where you're like
The
the
beer
beer drinkers out there.
Yeah, I don't think
come to
people.
bluegrass.
Yeah, I don't think people appreciate the serious beer drinking going on in the bluegrass community. I mean, it sort of goes hand in
Shiner
hand.
Bock.
Yeah,
Shiner
I think,
Bock.
Yeah, baby.
I think with the scene.
So this is what
you're
we're
leaving
gonna
the
do.
light on these dog bowls. I'm kind of housing mine
I'm a
over
bit of a
here.
liquor guy, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
we
this is a beer bar, so
I know that's my
it's
problem.
a beer bar. Andy.
Dude, that's the only
It's also
thing.
called the Bloat Olympics.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
already bloated.
Hey, you're gonna have to get that Villager Tavern world famous gumbo.
There's gum.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
right.
the gumbo. You have to tell that. Have you told that story on the podcast before about the gumbo?
And what about the gumbo?
Just like it's a family recipe.
Oh yeah. It's like my mom's recipe. It's like fucking amazing.
Y'all haven't had it.
Of course.
I,
We had,
I live
okay.
around
We had
here, and I
yeah.
just haven't been here.
Well, we had
enough.
Hollis on, who owns the 8th
Right.
Room, and he was like, he's from Baton Rouge, and he says it's the best he's had in town.
It's no doubt.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's his opinion. Take it to the bank. Red. I remember when I found out it was really good because I had the idea after COVID I was like, hey mom, we keep doing this. Your gumbo is really like we got add another food item, and that was the only thing I could think of that would make sense. And I'll never forget, maybe a year or two into that, my plan was to stop doing it at some point just so we didn't have to fuck with it. And I'll never forget, this person comes in, they're like, you have the best gumbo in the city, dude. And I'm like, really? Who told you that? And they're like, Reddit.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well.
Well, and a lot.
Reddit has
Well,
spoken.
and I
We're
hope
screwed. I can't get rid of it now.
I hope I'm not telling stories out of school. I hope it's okay for me to sort of say this to kind of tie it all together.
Oh, yeah, we're tie one on.
But before Blue Chew kind of came to be,
Yeah.
it was the Villager
Welcome to the
Gumbo.
wrestling podcast,
It was
everybody.
the Villager Gumbo that people were using.
I would buy it down the street.
That's right.
It's so
From
hot.
a guy in a coat.
So hot
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Hot and hard.
it's the andouille in it, as I understand,
yeah.
sort of, and not that Blue Chew could replace that, but that's what was
The
before.
healing
Yes.
powers of andouille sausage.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I would go to the gas station to buy some of it. It was called Tiger's Milk
That's
Gumbo.
right.
And it was just strange. But I did everything I needed to do.
No, that's right.
Natural
Did you get
aphrodisiac.
out
right.
of like the machine in the bathroom?
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
It only got a little messy.
Which was super hard. You put a quarter in, you turn it, this gumbo comes
Go.
out.
How do you know we were doing that?
You think it's going to come in a container. No, your mouth has
No,
to be at the
you have
bottom.
to
waiting
catch
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then after that, you are ready to
Yeah,
go.
you just put a little in your hands and just.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, rub
That's,
it around.
That's exactly
Like
right.
uno momento.
That's right. No, that's right. That's exactly right.
Guys, I have a
Andrew, what's your
thought.
secret ingredient in the gumbo? Well,
Another
actually,
thought.
I have a thought. So when we do this beer
like
Olympics, right?
like THOT.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. I love Shiner Bock. I got to pivot to Outlaw though. When
Let's
we
go.
do this beer Olympics, y'all are gonna come. Maybe y'all have to play too. That'd be sick. But what we're gonna do quarters, flip cup, beer pong. If there's any other games, we gotta make one
tell the
up.
people.
Exactly. And it's gonna be great. we're gonna have to get Shane, who's a new rep here. He's awesome.
Is
Maybe
Shane,
Matt Hartsook,
okay, that's right.
He's great.
Is that the outlaw guy, right?
Yes, yeah, he's the new outlaw guy. Maybe Ari, the CEO, Saul. Maybe we get them out here. But I had a thought. I just wanted to, ask y'all
We're gonna
this.
rent an amphitheater and no, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was walking around at the beginning of the podcast. I'm not sure if Andrew asked you this, but I play guitar just a little bit, just a little blues, nothing crazy. But how did y'all get into music and bluegrass? Did y'all have any big inspirations personally that y'all look up to?
I mean, mine was Jim Mills, who to me is there's a lot of great banjo players. Jim Mills was the greatest banjo player, and I was really lucky that I got to know Jim. Jim was a buddy of mine. He passed away, but he changed my life, right? And I grew up listening to Jim when I was a kid.
Here is the Flint Hill Special.
Oh man, this is killer.
And moved to North Carolina, and then serendipitously happened to wind up in the same town that Jim was living in, and then got to know him. And the banjo that I play is one I bought from Jim. And so, for me, it was Jim Mills, right? And I don't play like Jim because I don't think anybody plays like Jim. But I mean, that's the guy who put gas in my tank for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For me, it was probably all those guys I mentioned earlier, but my dad also is a guitar player and has always played
give
guitar.
it up for his dad.
Woo!
Yeah, for Palmer.
Palmer Jackson, baby.
He has a band.
And then we gotta get to Andy's dad. Anyway, but go ahead.
But he has a band that is called the Double Wide Kings, which was formerly the Mobile Homeboys, but they got it was a bluegrass band called Mobile Homeboys, but then they got electric and added another guy, so then it became Double Wide. Which was really funny. So
Nice.
It's always been
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Based.
Extremely. That is extremely based.
Oh man, that hurt me.
Go ahead, Andy.
That hurt me deep. I didn't grow up in a mobile home, but I grew up where you make fun of people. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Musically, my dad was a full-time musician for a really long time. But when we moved to the South, he kind of...
You think he was pretty much the big motivation of you becoming a musician?
Well, my father and I we're buddies for sure. My dad's my best friend in the world, but we're not the most.
This is just a montage of
it's
them
very,
in the mountains.
Just
throwing a baseball.
Yeah, Yogi's cool as hell, but he,
Yogi.
Yeah, Yogi. He's just he's a cool dude, but we're not the most in common. We don't have a lot in common.
Okay,
as people, and my mom saw that from an early age. I was just a real sensitive kid, just very. The running joke in my family is did you ever see Wedding Crashers? I know this is kind of a throwback of a film.
Oh, yeah.
My
You're
family...
dating yourself, I guess.
My family likes to call me the brother that paints, from that movie.
Toby's the brother that paints.
Yeah, that's what my parents are like. You're just like that kid that just yells, "Will that make you love me?" from the corner. And I'm just like, wow, that's weird to come from my parents.
From New York, right?
Yeah, my parents can roast if there's ever been roasters, They've set me up to have a hard life in the South because I also love to roast people. It's great. But, my dad had so much music going on, and my mom was like, you have to, to have something in common with your dad, or at least a common ground. I think a lot of people have it with sports with their dad. I was very unpassionate about sports. I wasn't a very competitive kid. I was more like, oh my God, do we all have fun today?
I kind of felt the same way growing up too.
Yeah. I was like, do we have fun today? That's all that matters, And I learned music from him a lot, and then he definitely understood that I was kind of screwed, and I was like, I was gonna do it, and he definitely set me up with some really great mentors that put me on the way. So I feel like I've always been in a community of musicians. Where I grew up was a lot of Grammy-winning and nominated musicians that lived in rural Kentucky. And
oh wow, like who? Go ahead. Name drop.
Name drop. To be very frank, like my dad did a lot of stuff with Montgomery Gentry when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
So like my dad was like, but he promised my mom that he wouldn't tour anymore.
He
like,
promised her.
Yeah, like that's how he got her to move to the South and like leave NYC. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait, where was your dad from?
My dad's from New Jersey.
Okay, but he just wanted to move to the South. He wanted to go to the city.
There's a whole bit to it, but like we just ended up down
He's just
there.
like looking for.
He wanted
I
that
want to be
bourbon.
on a fucking hill.
My
damn
dad's
it.
never had alcohol before.
No,
my
really?
my dad's never drank.
Wow.
My family's very staunchly religious. So
Okay.
he's
Oh,
never-
wow.
But my mom can drink really heavily. She's great.
You're like, yeah, she's Catholic.
Dorothy showed
Dude,
me.
Anighya, you should hang out with.
Yeah, that's your person.
Pull my fucking headphones out.
But yeah, it's so many things. Like I think just like being around country music always. I grew up next to a tourist trap called Renfrew Valley.
Yeah.
Trap. It's the best way to describe it.
Branson.
Yeah, I grew up with that, and then a lot of my mentors were the McLean family, which is the first family band of bluegrass that ever toured internationally. They did 65 countries as a family band for the government, actually, and
For the government.
yeah, for the government.
Dude, the state
aliens love
the
bluegrass.
State Department has like an amazing music diplomacy program, and they will send grassers all over the
It's like,
world.
You want to go to Uzbekistan?
Yeah.
Buddy,
What?
I got
You're-
a gig for you.
You are
And it's
you are out in a war-torn country.
It's not the army.
No.
It's not even the army.
No, you are literally airdropped into a war-torn country, and they're like,
John
play-
Kiriaki.
And then it's just,
Yeah.
love, oh love, please come home.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Play
it's
Ralph
great.
It's like
Stanley.
something about bluegrass and poppy seeds, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red Canyon's about to go to South Sudan.
Dude,
Catch it.
Nice to sign you up.
Dude, airdrop Red Canyon.
Yeah.
Andrew's getting very nervous.
I love how you put that at the very end, like a smart man. Anyway, so Anighya Crocker, fucking Mensa student over here, guys. All right, so I want to get into one last thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up because Bolts has got to get out of here and go to a gig.
Hey.
I want to get
Hey.
into. Don't worry about it. You good? You good? Okay, so
He got canceled, actually. He's just
that's
over
right.
there. And
So we can airdrop some Blue Chew here.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
yes.
It's just like a little drone. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
okay, well, Bryce, the experience of what does it truly mean to be a California transplant in the South, bro? Because you've been sitting there real quiet the whole time.
I
You've been
mean,
letting these rowdy mother Southerners just like
Other Southerners.
Spotlight time.
it's not. I mean, I feel like I like a lot here. Everyone's been super nice to me. I feel like in California, it's not the same way. If you're a transplant, people aren't as nice as. At least it feels like they have been here.
Well, I feel like we have this instinct to just like I don't know we want the feedback. It's a trope. Like we're kind of like let's talk about it. Let's like it's like I mean I have a podcast. It's like fuck let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean I've definitely been in a lot of situations where I'm like I'm from California, and then 99% of the time people are like that's cool. Like it's whatever.
What do you miss?
Definitely the beach. I'm big. I love bodies of water. So anytime I can get to there's not a lot of bodies of water here, at least that I know about.
Haven't you ever been to the Cumberland before?
Dude, I dated a girl that I knew it wouldn't work because because we're landlocked here, and every time we tried to go canoeing or something, like God was just like, we're canceling it.
Yeah,
like I swear it'd be like
Yeah.
some fluke of it. We ran out of gas, or we something we couldn't get to the bodies of water, so it was doomed.
That's
So
the thing,
what was
yeah.
so how'd you get in touch with bluegrass out there?
So we used to have in front of my house, we have this field that's like our neighbors. We used to have my dad used to host bluegrass festivals there when I was like super young.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was super fun. Like everyone would come bring a picnic blanket, and sit out there, and the mobile homeboys would get up there and shred, and I'd be watching it. And he was always playing it. So
How did he get into that?
well,
Is he from California?
yeah, we grew up in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Like he grew up in Santa Barbara too, and we always he was a guitar player from a young age, and he always like just loved bluegrass because it's obviously awesome, and he was always playing it around the house. So I just was always ingrained.
Feel good music.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. I mean, I just always heard it, and then I was like. I got more into electric, but then after that, I was like, you know what? I heard bluegrass again. I was like, I got to do that. It's
Yeah.
way
Well,
better.
Doc Watson started as an electric guitar player. Really, that was like. and then
with the death metal.
Yeah, with the death metal.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Like, he loved electric guitar, and then he
Jim Mills also was a great electric guitar player.
Yeah.
They just,
He kind of hopped on a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think there was a whole shtick that he was going for, and it worked out.
Isn't bluegrass music kind of doesn't it kind of come from like Scots Irish roots?
So I mean,
to some extent,
it comes from everything, right? I mean, so there's the old time tradition, which is more rooted in that, right? As folks came over and settled in Appalachia and were increasingly isolated, sort of in the mountains, they carried with them the songs.
That's my whole background. Is growing up with
the great echoes of.
That's
the
why they
mountains.
had the crazy accents there.
Yeah,
they like.
That's where I'm from.
came
I'm from
from
Appalachian, Kentucky. That's
okay.
what I did, yeah.
But bluegrass itself, it's funny. Those guys who sort of, kick the grass thing, right? You think of Bill Monroe, you think of Earl and
Robert
Lester.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I mean, you think of those early guys. What they were listening to on the radio were like Glenn Miller and like big band music.
I mean, people play bluegrass like it's a virtuoso jazz type of thing.
Well, it is. There's a great video.
There's more singing.
There's a great video of Jim Mills playing the banjo, and he plays. What is it? In the Mood?
In the Mood.
Well, banjo was an early jazz
instrument.
Yeah,
absolutely. But he plays it, and then he goes.
So was the clarinet.
He goes right into Foggy Mountain Special, which is this like a
way. Fuck this.
And you're like, oh, this is the same chart, right? And Jim told me that Jim knew Earl Scruggs very well, and Earl was like kind of like a dad to Jim, and that's what and Jim told me that Earl said to him, he's like, yeah, that's what we were listening to when we were kids, right? Like, I heard Snuffy Jenkins and those guys on the radio that were playing early three-finger style. He's like, but, like, I turned the radio on, and it was like Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys. It was Glenn Miller. Like, it was jazz, right? And so bluegrass is this uniquely American thing.
So when did bluegrass, like, really come in?
Well, it was born here. People like to pretend like it was born in Kentucky, but it really was.
It had its debut here.
It had its debut here.
So we will keep talking to you instead of Andy.
Ryman, right?
Yeah. I mean, here. I mean, really.
And around what time?
I mean, I would say in full swing, like the 1940s? Like
I would say even earlier,
1930s.
The Monroe Brothers.
Yeah,
what I tell people is because like the reason the intro music is the way it is because I felt like that was a classic Nashville recording because it's a country song, but it's that Nashville bluegrass flair to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this was
like Alison Krauss.
This was the mecca for great. I mean, at that time they didn't call them bluegrass, right? They were hillbilly music, or they were country. Mm-hmm. They were country players.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize the sort of success that came with the early bluegrass music. Like the first American band to have a tour bus. There was Earl Scruggs and it was Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt.
Yeah, they were Flatt and
Scruggs were the first guys to have a tour bus.
Fucking expensive as
hell.
Yeah,
and so there's like they played Carnegie Hall, right? Like I think people forget the importance of syndication. Like they had the Martha White show, and they were on TV every night.
And so were they the first really big group?
Yeah, I mean the Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys were touring and on the radio, but I mean Earl and Lester did something. They commercialized bluegrass. Oh yeah,
icons.
They were megastars in a way that is unique.
Yes. All right, so guys, last thing we're going to do, where can people find you?
Andy Brown?
Oh, you can find
a bathroom somewhere.
Bathroom, no. All my socials.
At Mama's house.
My mom's house.
At Skinny Dennis.
Actually, I'm at my mom's house every 3 weeks. I try and be good to her.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Give it up for being good to your mom.
Give it up for
I call my mom every day. She told me that I should make more friends.
You just made two new ones right here.
But no, you can find me at Andrew Tyler Brown on everything. So if you're looking for me, it's Andrew Tyler Brown.
Sorry, I've been calling him Andy, folks, because I figured it would make it simpler.
It's his show, it's his house. He can do what he wants. It's fine.
I think someone told me, like, I don't know if it was you, but someone had, because like I said, with being in the bass world, someone had brought you up because I was talking about, man, when I got arthritis, I was thinking about going left hand. Like, can I do that? Is that possible? And they were like, you were the only guy they knew of. Yeah. And I thought they called you Andy. That's why I thought, maybe he'll go by Andy.
I mean, Andy's fair. It's just SEO, baby.
SEO. Yeah. So, yeah, Andy's way more Andrew's going to be a lot more profound on the search engines, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And there's another Andrew Brown bass player in town that...
There is?
Yeah, he does more... He's the electric version of me,
Really? He's left-handed too?
I think he's playing for, what is that guy's name? Ryan Mulligan, something like that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, he plays bass for him, and but every once in a while I get his emails and stuff, and And I would be like, you're looking for AndrewBrownBass7 at Gmail.
Sorry,
I'm AndrewBrownBass at Gmail. I bet I could sell him my email.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. So Andrew, I heard you come into some money. Like,
Andrew, I want to play on this Katy Pruitt record just as much. Put me in, coach. Let's go.
Yeah, you could have my email. Hey.
I definitely email every once in a while. I'm like, if it's a requirement that your bass player be Andrew Brown, put me in, coach.
I could do it.
I'm cutting all the things. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jackson, how about you?
Bryce Jackson, guitar on everything. Simple as that.
And you got everybody. You got all the TikToks. You got the
just Instagram and YouTube right now. Not TikTok, but we'll be on
you know,
there.
I just finally started using the TikTok for the show, and I'm actually surprised. Like is it less viral than it used to be?
There's arguments for that for sure. There's
because it's a new company has it, right? They won't let you link out.
I know.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, there's
They should give it back to Xi Jinping.
Yeah,
Give it back, absolutely.
Hey, we weren't getting political here.
Hey, well, that's like that's you know that's
It's international.
That's
this in there.
That's not in the news right now. That's not in the news.
Yeah.
It's free game. That was so last year. The TikTok congressional shit's not going on right now. So anyway, it's also the end of the podcast.
That's right.
Yes.
This is the time.
If you made it this far,
If you have two cell phones, this is
All right, Anighya. As of right now, we are going. No, anyway, I think what Toby said warranted cut off. But the hilarity of it was so fucking amazing.
Amazing.
That's how I show people my podcast. This clip.
It's one of the greats. One of the all-time.
I love the disassociation into the funniest thing in the whole show.
Staring and then just if someone has two cell phones, shout out Toby. Really, frankly, this is his show.
Oh my gosh, Toby!
Much to his chagrin,
Toby is a podcast unicorn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
and Blue Chew,
Yeah.
of course.
And Blue Chew and Outlaw Beer,
Outlaw
absolutely.
Light Beer,
Shiner Bock.
Shiner Bock.
Wrestlers Grind, everything.
Preferably all at the same time.
That's right.
also.
That would be
Can anyone get us the Blue Chew gig?
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody out there can get us the Blue Chew
I've made
gig.
many Blue Chew jokes, but if they wanted to work with me,
All right, well, I'm starting to get soft. So let's go.
Let's hear from this guy now.
So, Anighya, where can they find you?
Well, I'm hard to find. I have no social media
He's
whatsoever.
a Blue Chew captain.
If you want to get in touch with me, you need a banjo player, 615-756-8095. That's Anighya Crocker. That's the best way to get me. You can write me a letter.
That's right, Crocker.
his social security number's in there. It's in there. It's got to reorganize.
Anighya Toby has 3 phones.
And y'all are playing in Knoxville, right?
Yeah, we're playing Preservation Pub. Knoxville folks, come out. We're June 19th from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Come out. For $50, we'll play Rocky Top.
Yes.
As many times as you want us, but it takes a 50 every time.
I'll be there.
Yeah, come on. Come and see us, Hunter,
Our
please.
goal is to fundraise $1,000 via Rocky Top.
That's
If you
exactly
can-
right.
So,
We'll get Outlaw to
Precisely.
pay that.
All right,
Yeah,
we
baby.
got- all right, guys, I got to open a bar. Thank you for tuning in to Villager People live
man.
at the Villager Tavern. Please comment, subscribe, and like all this stuff. Or traction is what is working according to Hollis of the 8th Room. If you don't have traction, you don't have shit. So that's right. I'm Andrew Perot. This is my special guest for the day, my good friend, Mr. Hunter Duff. Also, we had my brother Toby on the show. And to my left, we have, was it Red Canyon?
Red Canyon.
Red Canyon,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
sir.
right. That's right.
Led by Mr. Anighya Crocker, Mr. Bryce Jackson, and we have featuring Mr. Andrew Brown.
That's
and
right.
So and he's Andrew Brown at gmail.com. That's real currency.
AndrewBrownBass at gmail.
Oh, yes.
the one.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, Andrew Brown Bass. But
Based.
Yeah. How's your grandma?
Please come see Red Canyon performing on Tuesday nights. We're going to have a late night 11 to whenever the fuck jam session at the Villager Tavern. We're going to have to bleep that. And, it's...
we're bleeping now.
It's starting June 16th. Cue that exit music.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So if you're up in Nashville and you see the Village Bar, stop and see if Charlie's there. Tell him who you are, and listen to his wisdom, and listen to his stories, and listen to his hopes and dreams, his downfalls and his glories. La da 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 da. Da 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 Let